My boyfriend of 6 months I just found out is married. He completely lied to me and said he was not in a relationship with his wife for over 20 years. He definitely pressured me into a physical relationship, but I felt like he was too good of a match to pass up. Once we were physical, though, he became distant and dismissive of me. Everything was about his schedule, and if he couldn't make it work, he would just blow me off. Finally, I got a message from his wife saying she saw I was texting him and asked me if I was trying to date him. I almost laughed out loud because it seemed so outrageous since this man did not strike me as someone who was being deceptive. But something just didn't sit right with me. I confronted him about it, and he told me it was a crazy ex who wouldn't leave him alone. I decided to block the number and chalk it up to just a crazy ex. But then when I went to see him off on a business trip, she showed up and he hustled me out his front door while I sat in my car confused. She came to the front door and crossed her arms and stared me down. It was the scariest thing I had ever experienced. It almost did reinforce the fact that she was some crazy ex. He met up with me for lunch a couple weeks later and explained that she was trying to bring things to move and do his house, but that they weren't living together and he was ending things with her for good. I went to his house about a week later, and that's when I feel like my rose-colored glasses came off. There were lady shoes by the front door, and when he was showering, I went into his second bedroom. Snooping is a questionable act, but I felt sick to my stomach and my intuition was screaming at me to listen to it. Her clothes were in the second bedroom, along with the shovel sheets, and I found a long black hair in his bed. I was completely disgusted with myself, and with the fact that I didn't trust my gut whenever I felt like something was wrong. When I confronted him again, he basically said, "That's my girlfriend, and I already told you about this," which is another lie because I feel like he's just been lying to me this entire time and can't keep them straight anymore. I basically told him I was done with him, and then I messaged her and apologized and let her know everything that was going on, and I even sent her screenshots. I guess my question is, was that wrong of me to reach out to her? I didn't really do it to hurt her, but I know that she was affected by this deception whether intentionally did it or not. Which I must enforce it was not intentional. I would never do that to another human being, and I think it's a sickening behavior, especially a grown man in his 50s. I just thought it would be better to be honest, even if it was hurtful because it's the right thing to do, and I'm trying to lead a better life with accountability and less blaming of other people. So let me have it Reddit. What do you think? Am I a harlot or was I completely manipulated? I feel so upset by everything.